Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners-Watson.
And I'm Frank Yuri Gibbs.
And welcome to another round of the Outlaws.
Last week saw some great racing with the Baroness taking the top of the table again.
And of course, not only was there some great racing, but some great commentating as well.
Oh, thanks, Spanners. After those people complained, I was wondering if maybe I should try talking in a deeper voice or something.
I wouldn't worry about it, Frank. Not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. Just be yourself.
And can I say a huge thank you to the people who have already bought the Vote for Frank t-shirt. That's awesome. I really appreciate the support.
Okay, let's crack into some racing. We've got Old Gnarly driven by Craigster Senior. He's going up against Kit Kayam and the Charm.
The Charm was on the list previously, albeit very briefly. Let's see if he's going to do a bit better. Oh, he takes out Craigster there.
Looks like Kit wants back on the list, and he's not going to let anybody take him down as he runs. Whoa, gets a little bit of a spin on. Here comes Craigster, but it is not going to be enough as Kit chalks up the win with a 14.965 time.
Kit looking to play rougher than a roller derby out there by the look of it, as we go to race number 2, where we see Arlo driving Highwayman going up against Marcus Figon and Impalinated 2.
Well, these two are pretty even out of the gate as we head into Bogan Alley. Highwayman gets ahead and he starts to go sideways. Can Impalinator make the most of it? Here he comes, he drives right by him like he's standing still. Impalinator is going to cruise on down and take the win. Highwayman reverses in for second place.
Wowzers, what a close one here. Highwayman making the most of the inside lane, forces Marcus into the barrier, but then as he came through Petrolhead corner there, he just couldn't get himself going right, and Marcus saw his opportunity and just cruised right on by him. A nice overtake there, and Marcus takes the win with a 16.490 time.
All right, it's business time. The winner of this race goes on to challenge Bandit for the number 10 spot on the list. Who's it going to be, the Charm or Impalinated 2?
Well, if Kit drives like he did in the last race, it's got to be him.
Well, don't write Marcus off just yet. Kit jumps out to quite a big lead, though. Marcus is going to have to put the hammer down if he's going to catch him, and he's not going to do it as Kit takes a huge win there, and that means he is going to be moving on to take on Bandit for the number 10 spot on the list.
Kit's nerves got to be riding pretty high. He wants back on the list, but can he do it?
If you want something sweet, tasty, and delicious, make sure you get your hands on Granny's Muffins. Granny's Muffins, mouthfuls of delicious, now at Echo City. Pressure cooker time for Kit Kayam. Can the Charm make it onto the list and knock out Bandit, or is Kit going to choke?
Kit has raced with us from the very start of the Canyon, and I think he's got the goods to take down Bandit.
Well, Rusty Rod's going to have to feed it some jantle if he's going to catch up to Kit, as Kit is just stretching out a massive lead here. Looks like Rusty Rod is trying hard back there, but he doesn't have the goods. Kit knocks out a 13.944 time and knocks Bandit off the list.
A very clean drive there from Kit. The Charm is looking good, and I think he's got a shot to move up the list a couple of spots at least.
So now Dagger Rose driving Dirty D is going to try and shut down Kit Kayam's run.
Well, she's quick out the gate at least.
But it looks like Kit's found an extra gear as he gets up the inside, knocks Dagger Rose sideways. All he has to do now is keep it clean all the way down to the bottom, and he's going to take another win and move up another spot.
Strength.
Oh, and he takes out the container truck. Looks like he's decapitated it.
Wowzers, Kit is not mucking around here. First he takes out Dagger Rose, a nice little manoeuvre to be sure, but then he comes down and picks out the truck completely and totally decapitates it, and we end up with a zombie container truck again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
I love how the other trucks don't even stop to help him. They're so used to it, they just keep driving.
And look at this, Kit definitely picked out the driver. He was in the other lane and he pulls across and totally smashes the guy right in the face like that. What a brutal move.
It was brutal, but he also does it at a 13.696 time. That is super quick. And what a way to move up to the number 9 spot as he now moves on to take on Summer Pan driving Mrs. Mouse.
Kit has been getting progressively quicker tonight. I wonder if he's just going to keep cranking down on the times.
Well, Summer Pan is hanging in tight there. Look at that, door to door. Summer Pan tries to go up the inside, but Kit gives her a slap and says, no you don't. And he settles into a familiar pattern here as he runs away for another easy win.
It was a great challenge from Mrs. Mouse, but unfortunately she just couldn't do it. This was a very brave manoeuvre here, but Kit just kept his foot pinned to the floor, and then Summer Pan tries to get up the inside, and Kit just slams her into the sidewall.
He is definitely playing rough out there tonight. A slower time for Kit with a 14.450, but it is still a win, and he moves up to the number 8 spot now.
He is just leaving a trail of destruction in his wake there as he's taking out all of these drivers. I wonder how high he's going to be able to go.
Well, Nighthawk's going to be a tough one to beat. Here he goes, Nighthawk around the outside, but Kit gets up underneath him and he takes out yet another driver.
I think Kit should have renamed that car the Ruthless rather than the Charm. Crikey, he's not charming anybody, he's just totally taking him out.
Man, I really thought Nighthawk had him here and I thought he was going to get down on his wheels, but unfortunately he just got ground into that wall and that was it. It was all over.
Kit flipped him over like a pancake there. Oh, pancake's delicious. Man, I'm feeling hungry.
Well, RDO Flyer's going to have time for pancakes as he's out of tonight's racing now. Kit with another win with a 14.374 time. He takes the number 7 spot and is now going to go on to challenge Daddy G driving Ratbird.
Well, Kit might be playing a little bit dirty tonight, but he is going up against Dirty Daddy G. Ratbird has knocked out a number of competitors before, and I wouldn't put it past him to try again.
Well, if he's going to try something, he's got to catch Kit first. Kit is just walking away from Ratbird here, and he gets so cocky, he even turns around and he backs over the line just to taunt Daddy G.
And Daddy G there coming in hot, gets a bit of a flip as he crosses the finish line, but Kit chalks up another win, and that's his 8th in a row tonight. This is a great run from Kit.
Well, the competition does only get harder from here as he goes up against Curbside now.
And don't be fooled by the driver's name, Baby Cookie is no pushover.
Baby Cookie is going to have her wits about her. She sneaks into the lead, but Kit gets into the back of her car, sends her into the wall. Even after spinning, Kit manages to get his car pointing in the right direction and starts to run down the track, and it looks like he is going to take another win. This is just an incredible run from Kit KM.
He is definitely playing dirty though. He saw Baby Cookie getting into the lead and he was like, nah mate, you're not doing that. Pulls a pit maneuver, slams her into the wall and takes off for the win. Even though it was a slower 15.836 time, he still picks up the number 5 position, and now he goes up against my favourite, Vagabond.
So Big Mac with the flame job on Vagabond, is that going to be enough to stop the charm?
Everyone knows it ain't the same without the flame, so you've got to back Vagabond.
Wow, these two are side by side. Vagabond gets flipped over. Kit with another dirty manoeuvre through Bogan Alley. The Bogans are loving it, but I'm sure the other drivers are not really enjoying getting smashed around by Kit.
I really thought Big Mac had him here. Look at this. Side by side, he hit the right line and Kit just pinged him into the wall, and that was enough to flip him right onto his roof.
And for the second time tonight, the tow truck is out clearing wreckage from the track as Kit chalks up a 13.680 time. Even though he had that run-in with Vagabond, that is a super quick time.
Oh mate, Kit is ripping through this field faster than I can rip through a dozen Buster's donuts.
Next on the chopping block is Mr. Dark driving Diabolical.
Go the mighty Cougar.
Mr. Dark learning from the others and tucks right in behind Kit here, looking to make a run later in the field. No, but he gets spun out going through the second dogleg. Kit spins around to taunt Mr. Dark as he backs across the line. Mr. Dark chased him down, and the fed-up truck there looked like he was slowing down because he could see them coming.
Yeah, that driver knows what's up.
And that is now 11 wins in a row for Kit.
This has been an insane run. He's going up against Hawley and Sung driving Munted, and we know that Munted likes a bit of a Donnybrook as well, so this should be a fun one.
As we get underway, they're pretty even as they leave the tunnel. Munted tucking right in behind like Mr. Dark did. Can he keep it together this time? He does. He makes a move. Kit manages to hold him off. Munted goes up the inside. Kit shuts him down again.
Kit is making that Chevelle like 20 feet wide. It's ridiculous. Munted gave it a great effort, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. He did the right thing here, tucked in behind Kit so that Kit couldn't flip him over. And then he made a bit of a run up the inside here, gave Kit a nudge, and then watch this. Munted cuts the inside. Kit sees him and suddenly pulls across in front of him. Munted tried to cut around him, but unfortunately he just ended up on the wrong line, and then he pulls a nice handbrake slide over the finish line.
This is an insanely impressive 12 runs in a row now for Kit KM. Can he pull off the Baker's dozen?
Rubber Toe only just got the Baroness back onto the top of the list. You've got to figure he's not going to go quietly.
Well, let's be honest, not many of these drivers have gone quietly. Kit has just carved his way through them.
Oh, defo, mate. He's got their car tuned to a T.
Kit with a slight lead over the Baroness, but we know the Baroness is quick in the second half. They go through the second dogleg. Baroness trying to catch him, but Kit somehow finding some extra speed over the Baroness, and he is going to take 13 races in a row.
And he does it with an incredibly impressive 13.592. That is his quickest race yet, and he takes the number 1 spot on the list.
Well, some more fantastic racing this week. We hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.